Oh boy. Yep, it's 10 o'clock. Lisbon on time as usual. On a very clear 12-degree night. And I haven't been able to say that too often or for a long time. So
Go and look at the stars. Honestly, Kent, you'll have a great view out of your window.
yeah.
It's lovely.
So-
for the moon tonight, it's amazing, man.
So
Honestly.
things are finally looking up here in the capital. And so yeah. Man Cave again tonight. Nice, nice. I don't want to say full house because I'm sure more people will join soon. But good to have Pete from the Central. Good to have Lee from the Lisbon Hills, and good to have Kent Kabadeshian from the west coast of the country. So there you go. So all the best to Dale. Hello to Patrick. Hopefully.
Hi, Patrick. Oh, I could get a beer.
Hoping Simon's child is still doing well. And I'm not sure if he's going to join tonight, but we typically ask to our good buddy Carl, as his birthday was yesterday.
Oh, so, yeah. Dick.
So there you go.
Yeah. I figure that's why you had Thursday off, Lee.
I got Thursday off.
Okay, we can get into that. But anyway, so
what did I have Thursday? I didn't have Thursday off.
You spoke of having Thursday off, which seemed odd. But
yeah, no, it was my spare Thursday. I was working. I worked.
Yeah, that's what happens. You set up a precedent. In the future, I'm going to have these days off, and then you always end up working. So that's
it's a sunny day Thursday anyway, Lee.
It was nice. It was lovely. Hey, Pete, jet washing as well.
Oh, mate, I've got loads to do that.
No, Pete, it was really manky areas. It was a nice big drive, but with really manky corners and like little odd bits that were really dirty. Oh,
so satisfying, man.
I grew so many cocks in that dirt. It was brilliant. It's my only artistic. It's the only artistic expression is with a jet wash growing penises.
Yeah, you know what? You should have a channel for that, because it's both oddly satisfying as well as perverse. So like it's perfect for you. So.
Oh man, I've got jet wash. I've already ordered my jacuzzi now and my sauna, so I've got jet wash the whole area. I'm chucking on.
What you're gonna clean them? Oh, interesting.
Well, I've got to clean out the area that they're going on top of. That's all. So,
and then leave them as is to fester. Yeah.
No, and then I've got I've got to put some steps in as well. So I've got a few little jobs on. So nothing like Lee though. Nothing like that. Do you miss the rain, Lee? Are you missing all that kind of the sludge and just being wet all the time? Must be really.
I was down to a t-shirt for 2 days on the bounce. I got up for work tonight, sat on the street in a t-shirt at like 6 o'clock. It was fucking lovely.
It is really nice. Yeah, it's cold though.
I had to put 6:10. I put a jumper on. I put my hoodie back on at 6:10. But at 6 o'clock, I looked at my clock and I looked at my phone. It was 6, and I saw my t-shirt and I thought, "This will do."
We're meant to be hitting 18 degrees next week. Oh, it'd be nice.
It's a cool country with a warm sun. So as soon as that sun dips, boom.
For sure.
Like I was like not quitting. I was just in just a plain shirt, and then like as soon as the sun went down, boom.
Yeah.
It's
you don't want my streets like with the buildings there at the end. So as soon as the sun goes behind the buildings, it gets chilly on the street.
Yep.
Yeah. No. Yeah. There's unless it's overhead, you don't get sun over there.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd he go? Well, who knows? Chris actually tried to join. I don't know what happened to him, but he'll be back again. So anyway.
Yeah, London internet is terrible. So I know it's pain. It is shit. You're in what's meant to be one of the epicenters of the world, and you've got internet at fucking AOL speeds. Do you know what I mean? It's like going back. Oh, that's the one I wanted to bring up with you two. Why do you like butyric acid? I don't know why. I'm trying to figure out, Eric and Kent, why you both like the taste of puke, right? So butyric acid is in Parmesan cheese, right? Human vomit and American chocolate. Right, that's why it's that rancid fucking taste, because they didn't have the technology of the Swiss or the English. they couldn't make chocolate. They couldn't dry the milk out without leaving butyric acid in, which is
Okay.
why Hershey's tastes of puke. Right? I mean, it's just fucking rancid.
Yeah, I like Nestle's better. Nestle's
honestly.
Nestle's Crunch Bar.
Oh
top
no,
shelf.
that is good. But try Galaxy, mate. Honestly, that is that's proper.
Oh, Galaxy bar. Oh, yeah.
Hershey is not my thing. So Hershey's.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. But that's what it is. I discovered this week that butyric acid is the difference.
Well, they add enough wax to kind of to coat the tongue as it were. But yeah, no, I mean we could talk about different processes of processing cocoa and stuff like that.
It's milk. It's just the milk process. Yeah. It's just
I mean that's the problem, and that as the umami, as it were. So it's like the MSG. It's the MSG of milk. Yeah,
it's a weird one, but there you go.
But you mentioned,
I'm not a fan of any of that. So yeah,
but you mentioned Parmesan cheese, Pete, right?
Yeah. Oh, I love Parmesan.
So I have Parmesan cheese in my refrigerator here. Is it not treated the same way as Parmesan cheese back?
Well, there's different Parmesan. There's different grades and different different manufacturers, and so like you can get into it either accidentally or intentionally. So yeah.
Okay.
I'll send you to a proper fromagerie in Lisbon.
Eric, though, the best cheese.
My former downstairs neighbor, both I moved and he moved, but he has he has a shop in Lisbon that's quite good. So,
but this fields behind me are literally where the world's best cheese is grown, right? I mean, obviously, because we didn't.
You're a cheese crawl. 4 minutes. There's so much happened this week with sleaze and slander, and we're talking about fucking Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, why not? We're a sophisticated bunch.
People don't come here to listen to your discussion about Parmesan cheese.
Okay, when you went down on a woman, which woman you went down on and like smelled most like Parmesan? Is that better, Lee?
We're waiting for our exclusive interview with Lord Andrew to see if his friends have widened his circle. So what was
the cheesiest snatch you went down on? Let's go.
See, it almost looks like tonight Pete has a script going over there. If you look, he's looking down at his notes. He's like, I got all the one-liners right here tonight, and I'm going to.
When Gilchrist gets on.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. Let me start with number one and work down. Yeah.
You ain't gonna see Gilchrist tonight. So
he's been busy, isn't he? He's been entertained by his brother. Well, he was for a little while. I was glad they let him out though. For God's sake, how much evidence do you need? I don't know. I mean, fucking hell.
The thing is, he's not even been done for the crimes he's committed. He's been done for crimes he might better fucking prove.
Yeah, well, those crimes. The problem is they're a really difficult one to prove. I had a lot to do with the legal system when I was living back in London.
I imagine you did, Peter. I've met you. It's the first thing that comes to my mind. Pete's been involved in some sort of financial crime.
well, they are really. It's a really difficult one to prove. And what gets me, as you say, Lee, is you're prosecuted if it's against the state, but if there's 1,000 women fucking trying to prosecute you for crimes that are pretty provable, nothing happens. So
yeah, you won't touch him. Yeah.
Still, whether there is, as Kent always says, there's a law if you're not wealthy enough, right? It's whether that actually ever comes to pass. Because I honestly think the monarchy are in real danger of fucking. I mean, could they have done any more to fuck themselves over? Probably a lot, which we're going to find out. I reckon.
They keep trying. They keep trying. How hard is it just to appear on a couple souvenirs and stuff like that, and then just stay quiet. But no. Have
you seen those souvenir plates going around the Andrew Jails ones? They're quite funny. So they've got like commemorative editions of it and stuff. So.
Yeah.
What you get about the Monica, Peter, it's if you go back just 3 or 4 generations, it's full of murderers and nepotism. Obviously nepotism, but it's full of all the worst kind of people. The royalties are all criminals anyway. They always have been. We've just had it nice. We've just had it nice for a couple of 100 years. That's all.
Last time we arrested someone was 1917. Yeah, And the fact that Parliament now going to put through an act to make sure he doesn't follow in the line of succession, admittedly, it's pretty small, but I don't think they're going to satisfy the public until he is in prison. To be honest, I think there's a real baying for blood, because you couldn't get more evidence than what we've already got. I mean, for fuck's sake, the emails that he's got sending financial information off to Epstein, there's no way you can deny it. It's in black and white.
I've been down this road. I've been down this road over and over again. There's different enforcement, and
I know what you're saying, Ken, but I also think that bizarrely enough, if you look at those historical notes, it's when the gap between rich and poor gets so extreme that there is no justice that those empires tend to crumble. I mean, there's loads of other reasons. There's like natural disasters and all sorts of other reasons for it. But
usually there's a confluence. It's not purely one or the other. It's like a mass of different circumstances that lead to it. Because like, yes, you'll see when the what was it? When you see the rich and poor, when you see the diversion between them, but there's usually also some extraneous circumstances that leads to like complete change.
Well, there was a really interesting
because you'll see there's going to be multiple factors. I know I was trying to say like it's complicated, but when there is that diversion, like it's usually there's an extraneous force, which there very well could. We'll see.
I watched a really interesting thing on the Mycenaeans. Now, they've discovered, I think, that 7A is the version of Troy that they reckon was basically defeated. You know, the old theory, the old tale of the wooden horse and all that sort of stuff. Well, the horse was a representative of the god of earthquakes at the time. So they reckon the horse wasn't a horse at all. It was basically an earthquake that destroyed it. And when they look at the ruins of there's so many different levels of Troy anyway, that when you look at that particular level, all right, it wasn't a massive kind of fortification, but it was an earthquake that destroyed it. So it's probably an analogy for an earthquake. But I love all that sort of stuff. I quite like kind of ancient.
But also the mythology or whatever, it's still a concept that lives on. So like it's still that like it's not.
Yeah.
And proper, because we still today remember it as because it has an important function. What Lee? Like who had the cheesiest snatch? Go on, Lee.
I was having lunch with Helen and Dan Norbury on Thursday. And we talked about podcasts, and I was telling about a podcast I listened to about the States and overdue an earthquake, and it mentioned Portugal, and that was at about 12:30. Now we didn't feel it, but apparently at the same time there was an earthquake in Portugal while we were talking about it.
By the way, I want to say for the record that my kids are off school this week, so I did not cause.
So you were on the job, yeah.
I'm just saying that like they're because usually it's a Monday around between 11 and noon, which would be the time that I call natural disasters. But my kids are off of school this week. It wasn't happening.
So Ken, do they get 2 weeks off? Because when the posher the school I worked at, the more time they have off, right? So the more money you pay.
Like they were just on break, and now they're back, and then probably.
There you go.
We're probably looking in the window of like a break in 2 weeks or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So the earthquakes in Lisbon, for those that are tuning in, don't know.
Breaking news: we had an earthquake a couple days ago.
Can I just finish what I was saying?
There was one at 12:14 and one at 12:16. That would be Wednesday, I guess, right?
Right. There was a third one.
There was a third one. Okay.
Oh, really?
Right.
Okay.
So
I might have called that one. Okay.
I got home from work, saw the WhatsApp chat about the earthquake.
Yeah.
Saw it on the news, and I messaged Helen and Dan on our little WhatsApp chat. So, we were talking about the earthquake. There was an earthquake. How bizarre. Helen went out for dinner with her friends at like 9 or 8 in the evening. She was telling them that, it came up in conversation that there's an earthquake. She said, yeah, we were talking about earthquakes when it was happening. As they were talking about it, The third one came. It was only like a 0.3, but it made the water in the glasses shake.
Okay.
And then one of them checked the phones, and then we had a third earthquake while they were talking about earthquakes. So I've told Ellen Norby not to talk about earthquakes anymore.
Yeah.
But I think she's called.
We haven't had any
obviously your phones are listening to you and causing them. So yeah,
but we haven't had one that's been centered more in the center of the land, right? Most of the earthquakes that occur here are out in the water somewhere.
Yeah.
This
They're out
was
in the tectonic plate.
the two that I know about was just north of Villafranca, the sheriff, right? So
Thing with me with these earthquakes, right, is all right. I know Lisbon went through like a tragic earthquake and real tragedy not that long ago, but all these castles have been here for fucking ever. And if it was really a bad earthquake region, you don't see loads of castles. They tend to kind of not be there anymore. So I still think it's kind of reasonable proof that you're okay, because stone buildings are far more subject to collapse with earthquakes than virtually any others. So if you're looking at them, have a look at the castles around. There's loads of earthquakes in the UK. It's got the most recorded earthquakes, but it's also where they started listening most. Because if you're in Scotland in a shed, there's fuck all else to do, isn't there? Really, you might as well figure out what's going on. What's that tiny tremor I just felt? Yeah.
About the earthquakes in England is the minor, the nothing. Is it Norway or Sweden, Denmark? They get the most earthquakes.
UK,
and it's like one a day.
Well, they have the most
minor. Yeah,
so they're all tiny, but yeah, you get the most up there. But big earthquake worry regions of places like Japan is really, really on the middle of a massive load of continental plates. So you're gonna get activity in certain areas, and there's like my brother did an article on this tribe that live in the in the middle of a volcano, basically, and you've got there are areas that are more risky and more dangerous than others. I think Lisbon, you're pretty safe, to be fair. If you look at the buildings that are there.
Well, I'm not ready, Pete. I'm not ready. We've got an exit plan, mate.
Yeah.
That's if you can get anywhere, mate. Honestly, you see what happens to the fucking roads. Jesus Christ, you try going anywhere. Try going anywhere around Gary's at the moment, mate. Honestly, it's like landslide central. All of it. You just look at the sides of the roads, man. Honestly, they're all coming down.
Pete, we've had one wet winter and with potholes fucking everywhere. There's not a road left in Portugal that's not got a pothole in it.
Oh, ours is great. Our campus is very good. They filled everything already.
Fucking motorways. The motorways have got fucking potholes in them.
Oh man! But then you can't do anything about it. If the ground shifted, the ground isn't that used to that much water. It hasn't got the kind of root system. It's also full of holes. Think of the number of fucking burrowing animals you have everywhere all over Portugal, and they've all filled up, and you're going to get collapses. So that's and deforestation as well. If you start basically burning, you had a big fire, you're going to be fucked unless it's eucalyptus because it goes down such a long way. But then that burns and leaves massive.
Well, Pete, also we had the plague of the Templars. The Templars were also like burrowing underneath everything. So it's like there's all kinds of caves everywhere. So yeah. I suppose so. There were it was unprecedented, that amount of water. They just never had anything like that in living memory anyway. So thank God, because
let me clean up a couple of Simon's comments, which he offers Benoit.
Oh yeah, let me add the chat. Yeah,
he also has a good piece of advice. Andrew will have to watch his step near the window ledges and balconies.
I think I've got my quids in here on the death pool. I really don't think Andrew's got long to go, to be honest.
So it might end up like Catherine's friend Thomas Kingston, which I don't know that whole story. I'm sure you can fill me in. And then he comes up with a comment: Lee's fault, shagging after work. Not sure what that refers to, but anyway. And thoughts to those still recovering from the deluge. Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you,
it's
Simon. Hope all is well with you. I toasted you and your family and your son earlier. Hope everything is going well. And join us anytime. The link is right there. So what happened to Lee? Did we?
Oh, I just assumed you kicked him off. He was
What? Yeah. Once he got accused,
he was trying to curtail our history talk. Yeah.
once he got accused of shagging after work, he disappeared. So I'm not sure.
Or maybe he took it up on it. Maybe
Oh, yeah, that could be.
Well,
That could be.
it's not a bad idea. Yeah.
That
I'll
could
do
be.
that.
So
Yeah.
I watched a really interesting podcast this week that I think you two might be interested in.
okay, go ahead.
They can analyze what gases and atoms structures there are in the galaxy by looking through. You point them at the stars and look at the kind of spectrograms that tell you what consistencies there are. So the middle of the Milky Way, apparently.
You act like you don't do that. Don't you? I've seen your telescope.
Yeah, well,
I assume you also have like a spectral scope on it that can analyze.
middle of the galaxy, middle of the Milky Way.
You can tell what the hawk ate that day as it lets off like a poof of cloud.
Well, the middle of the galaxy, Milky Way, apparently smells of raspberries. So it's got the same gas that you smell from raspberries. And there's a part of Venus that smells of penguin shit. So the only thing that we know that organically makes this chemical smells of penguin shit. I think it's really interesting. I know it sounds really sad, but I think it's quite good.
I love the fact we know the actual analysis and chemical breakdown of penguin shit. So
There you go.
Good.
that is important. I wish I had that database that I could just just know and just tell you that way I could just instead of typing LOL, I could just type the chemical formula of penguin shit. Yeah.
Well, penguins, that's really interesting. They had a document released about 10 years ago that had been put away in Victorian records of this guy that had recorded penguin behavior that was so shocking that the Victorians couldn't release it. So they had gang rape, prostitution. You had penguin women exchanging rocks for sex, right? And then
you could have studied Victorian times and written down the same fucking shit. It's too shocking that yeah.
But what was really good
what's happening outside your window is
what was really good is they worked out that the female penguins were exchanging sex for these pebbles that were quite difficult to come by.
Yeah. Which is really interesting that there is a concept where people send you articles and clippings and stuff like that when you have elderly relatives who constantly clipping out newspaper articles about alligators eating dogs and stuff like that. And send them to you. It's called psychologically it's called pebbling because that's what birds do. It's the same thing where they'll bring little pebbles to their loved ones, and so sending forwarding email links and stuff like that is called that psychologically is called pebbling because it's based on bird behavior. So yeah.
Well, anyway, they found out that some of the women had cottoned onto this and didn't offer the sex in return for the pebble. So
you're saying elderly aunts who send you clippings, from some random local newspaper are actually looking to put out.
I love that though. They used to have a section. I think they've still got it in Private Eye where they just get the world's stupidest stories. So they will literally go through all those clippings. And find just the weirdest stuff, and they're brilliant. I mean, real life is always stranger than anything you could make up, and some of the clippings around the world are just nuts.
I mean, there was always a late night trope, like on Johnny Carson and all those kind of shows like that, where they would read from the newspapers, kind of thing like that. Yeah, I mean, like even radio broadcasts way before television. So what
you had that they found a hearse full of coke, didn't they? That a load of Swedish guys were transporting in Cascais. I think it was
really?
Yeah, I think it was something like 130 tons of coke that they were transporting in a hearse.
I have been on all day trying to figure out what happened to my delivery. Like I thought I was worried I was going to doze off tonight, and I'm like, what the hell is my hearse? Yeah, no, I didn't hear. I'm really out of local news unless like it's
Oh, I love all that sort of stuff. I just love.
No, I know. I do too. I don't know how I used to have time for all that stuff, but now that I'm employed, I'm too busy to pay attention to anything. So
There you go.
no, because nobody's paying me to procrastinate. So it's different. So
Oh,
Yeah. No, for sure.
no.
Pete, I'm a little perplexed tonight that
no, did they say where they're keeping it or anything? Just out of curiosity.
Well, I had a surreal experience last weekend. Was just brilliant. We had the carnival, which I really enjoyed because every other February I've been away because the weather's shit. So I was trying to think, fuck, where can I go that's sunny? Let's get out of here. But it was just brilliant. I mean, first of all, they had like some of the guys that I work with in the Festa bar. They turned up and they're quite cute. They're quite nice looking, like young girls I was working with in the bar. And they turned up in these like sexy nun outfits and stuff, right? And then after that, which was quite unusual, like my mate was saying,
do you still have your priest collar from the stag do that you were on?
I was like, well, they also had like a whole load of people dressed as bishops and sort of like priests and stuff, which was great. But
perfect.
and a guy dressed up as the mayor's husband was dressed up as a troubadour. Like it was really good fun. Anyway, then 9 people came in dressed as sheep with one guy with a crook at the start. And it was just awesome. It was one of those surreal moments that I just thought, that is fucking brilliant. They looked absolutely awesome. And we had a fantastic night. And it was kind of nice to burn the carnival king and queen right at the end to say goodbye. You read them their last rites and say how shit the winter was, and then you burn them all together in the square. And it was just really nice. It was kind of really refreshing, cool thing to do. So I would definitely recommend get involved with any carnival celebrations you can, because I think it's really good fun. It's nice for the kids as well,
and we can all assume that this took place underneath the telephone wires.
Well, what was great is they had the kids competition for fancy dress. Right, obviously the sheep won the main fancy dress competition, rightly so. But the kids,
I'm curious how that played out, because it's a different way to dress, but it's sheep.
Well,
my mind is reeling what these sheep look like, especially after.
I've got pictures. They look great. But the kids competition, the prizes were given out at 1 a.m. So you had like a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old, and like a 5-year-old who went up and got their prizes at 1 a.m., which was awesome as well. So I think sometimes as estrangeros, we need to kind of sometimes adjust a bit to Portuguese timings, I suppose. I think it's quite a difficult one to do, especially for you, Ken, when you're working like on New York hours. It must be virtually impossible to get involved in stuff that goes on at like 2-3 in the morning. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, of course, I'm living Eric's life now, where every day is a Saturday.
How do you like it?
I do enjoy it, but I need to get out of it. Or get your wife to marry me as well.
There you go.
Or I have a wife, like, but that ain't gonna happen. Nobody's gonna.
There you go.
But
the thing is like, I am on an island of Portugal. Like, I'm really in like this expat bubble, even though I am surrounded by real Portuguese people, and you can really experience real Portugal here, and there are actual locals and culture and stuff like that. It's all here, but the world around it really surrounds this kind of like expat kind of life that like they kind of are really driving force like in this specific area.
Yeah, where you are.
Right. So it's very much centered around that. So they don't. There'll be phone calls if stuff goes too late. Even the Portuguese that are here, like Dot had a sleepover like during the week. I guess like before. I guess it was like I guess it was like Fat Tuesday or whatever like that. And so everyone was off and stuff like that. But like I finally, for the first time, hooked up the karaoke stuff, and they were singing. It was like 11:45, come midnight, knocking on the door. They got the girls to shut up, and it wasn't that loud. Like we didn't have the thing pumping, but yeah, they.
I thought you were going to say the GNR showed up.
No, just neighbor. I wasn't around when it happened, but otherwise I would have known. So I thought maybe it was the guy across the way because I don't know who could have heard it, but because we're on the top floor of stuff like that. But anyways, like it's not quite the rave and late night kind of thing that it is like once you get a little bit looser. But yeah, it's kind of a little more uptight here. Like even the Portuguese people, which this would have been someone who's Portuguese who rapped on the door.
Yeah, but it's not usually the Portuguese like to keep the volume going kind of later in the night than
and in the morning as well. Eric, honestly, during Festa season, and I love Festa, don't get me wrong, I think it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I can hear word for word what's going on in the town square 4 kilometers away. Easy. It's
I was living in suburban New Jersey right before I came here, but I lived in New York forever, and like there'd be fucking parties happening like it's going through the night. Like it just
starts at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So.
Like you hear shit and people spilling out like when you're on the way to work.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So Ken, how's your Portuguese going now? You have so much free time on your hands now.
It's every day and every way it gets worse. And you know that. Yeah. Like I started like because I don't know how the hell I timed it. Like I actually studied and did like Mia's course and stuff like that. Like I was studying Portuguese and like I did it for a couple of years while I was locked down in COVID, and then I was like working like nonstop, and it just really because I just don't practice. So I finally got my hair cut for the first time in a very long. Actually, it turns out since they got me this scar because they were all like fussing over this thing. I was like oh yeah, that's it's been there it's been with me for a bit, but it's been a while since I got my haircut.
Nice.
And like I'm like, oh my god, like because they don't speak any English, and like. And I was like hungry and tired, and like I just could not muster, because usually like if I prepare myself, I can like think about what I could say, prepare,
and
like kind of think about what we might be discussing and stuff like that, and be prepared. Like, when people catch you off guard, just say something it's like
over.
You're flustered. But if you're going to a shop or a pharmacist or something like that, like you can kind of like prepare.
Yep.
These are the kind of questions they might ask me.
Right.
This is what I'm gonna say. Like and then so you kind of have a set response. But obviously just like random stuff like but yeah, I just like I'm just gonna zone out and pretend like because normally I talk to them a little bit like just like in a broken
There's 2 things there, Kent, though. The one, right, because I had to do a service, I had to get all my tires changed. It's just like that's the only thing I have to do.
I mean, my wife's out all the time because she has to do this, and she didn't study before, but otherwise, like who's here?
You've got the advantage of being.
I got Harvey over here, this little rabbit. Yeah, so yeah,
there you go.
Harvey's awesome, but
and a little lamb there. So yeah.
Oh, cool. I've had loads of sheep on my land this week, and I'm really glad because it meant that they. Oh,
there you go.
Oh, that's a bit weird.
Oh, wait. What the hell is that?
That's the painting. That's the painting that's going to be there.
Okay.
Oh wow! No, I've had loads of sheep on there, and they've done a job that my tractor can't, which is great. So they've kept things quite low and level. But with a haircut, you can get a haircut anywhere, but you have to remember 2 things. Number one, go in with a version of your hair that you want shorter than actually is, right? Because if you leave it up to them, you can end up with fucking a complete disaster. And just know what grau is degrees, right? So if you know like uma grau, dos grau, duas grau, tres or whatever, then at least you can work out which gradient you want going up. But never turn up to a hairdresser with disheveled fucking hair, because otherwise you're fucked. They're going to give you exactly the same haircut, but shorter is what I reckon. So
Yeah.
Yeah, usually I'm very clear. I try to explain them the 1980s, new wave, like
Yeah, sure.
like a long SEMA long, like that. I try to describe like different bands. Like think about this because you know, like I'm not a businessman. I'm a goddamn punk. Yeah, like mother was a waitress, daddy was a drunk. Rock and roll's okay, but I turned out a punk. But actually, when my wife made my appointment for me, she's popped around to set up seats. I want to make sure they were available during Carnival, and she described to them because she likes my hair is long, and she described it. So they were laughing at me when I came in and tried to talk to me about your spouse, blah, 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 like that. That's why I was like tired and hungry. I was like. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, but yeah, they give me the haircut. It is like the same way everyone is. It's just like they just give you the haircut they want to give you. It doesn't matter what you say. So
how often do you have to go though? My hair grows so stupid.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just more like I don't get around to it. So I went in last time I was there was in October before I had the e-scooter thing. So yeah, I wanted to be prepped. My trip to Belgium. So it's been a while, and it's not because I didn't need a haircut. It's because, yeah, it's just not a priority. And also, I'm waiting for Dot to get old enough to cut my hair because.
And okay, I'll follow up. At what age is she old enough to cut your hair?
Well, it's more about the weather. It's been too chilly, so because we're gonna do it on the balcony. So she's old enough. She should be earning her keep. She should be.
There you go.
So, yeah. Because I don't need I really just need it when it gets like crazy long to get a little split ends thing. But really is I don't like when I get lesbian hair when it starts like getting over my ears and like creeping around. I get like I like you know it's I want it crisp and clean, you know, and, tight back and sides and like and let me give it some floppy new wave hair, you know. I want to be able to, and of course the comb over because I do have I'm not balding, but I do have the, you know, little hair less up there. So
there you go.
I need to be able to comb it over. So
you can always go to
Thailand. No, it's not the comb over. It's just really just like the aesthetic. I mean I grew up, you know, that early 80s, you know, yeah. Aesthetic. So yeah, that's just, you know, and there's no reason for me not to live my life accordingly. So
there you go. I actually had mine done this week, and I had it cut longer than I usually do. So usually I'm at two,
well, I
2.5, 1.5.
I don't know. It's been a really long time, but I did have a really tight crop, like buzz cut, when I was like, I don't know, like 16 or something like that, and my head looked weird, and so like I never, so I always want to have a flop of hair, but plus you know, it served me well with the, you know, with the you know the young crowd. But the tight crop look, it just like it didn't look good on me. But that was a long time ago. So
I'd love,
but maybe with the scar, maybe add a couple more.
Yeah,
could be a thing. Like, I like yeah, like you know what? I haven't been back on a scooter since. But what's maybe I just embrace the scars and forget the floppy.
You could just get a different pair of glasses, Ken, and then just make the scar a bit redder, and you'd be like grown up Harry Potter. You'd be fine. You could kind of.
I already get the Potter thing, but the but yeah, it's yeah the floppy hair because like not everyone my age can actually have this.
No, that's true.
So yeah, even though I have this, but at least I have you know.
So Eric, how often
I have the forehead. So
how often do you? Because I hate it. I hate having the fact that I have to go every fucking fortnight is annoying, right? Because
I go every 5 weeks.
That is so lucky. But don't you get by 5 weeks? How bad is your nose?
Oh,
and
I'm
ear?
ready to go. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Oh! For Christmas, I finally, I always wanted, but I do have the trimmers. I haven't had to do it, but I finally, like, I told my wife, I'm kind of maintaining myself, but I'm at the age now that I could use like a little thing, but I wanted like a universal thing, but like I don't want like a universal device. So it's like I got a 7-in-1 thing, which also includes the which is only going to be on the one setting with the nose hair and the ear thing. So like I'm ready. If you want to give me a Christmas gift,
There you go.
I'm ready to admit defeat and know that I need like power tools at this point. So, yeah. Yeah, it's time to go industrial on this.
So tonight you can tune into the Man Cave, right? And you can get a little manscaping 101. We talk about everything.
Well, we're only talking about 101. Like next week.
Yeah, we're not quite going. Yeah, to be fair. So.
That's the 201 class. Don't rush it.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah. Join us for After Cave or.
I think that might put a few people off After Cave.
Yeah, put a few coins in the thing, and we'll get
There you go.
Yeah.
But interestingly enough, I go to a barbershop in central Lisbon, and the guy that cuts my hair, he wants to be known as Rambo, so I address him as Rambo. He's fully Portuguese.
Is this a pegging contact of Lee's or something?
No. How insistent is he?
He's fully Portuguese, but he speaks English, so works for me.
Hey, do you have to wear the full gimp suit, or is it just the mask that he puts on you before?
No, just the mask. No. If I was to go later in the day, I would have to have the whole thing, but I go earlier, so it's just.
He just makes you wear the sheriff's uniform. Yeah.
And the backless chaps, that's all.
Does he have machete to cut you? So yeah. Would you Mr. Eric? Would you give like a shave?
All right, what does you got to say? Simon's chiming in. Died hours this week without Fiona's help. Only thing was I grabbed her. Oh boy, we got to see this, Simon. So you're dyeing your own hair. That sounds scary to me, sir.
Oh, that's bad. That can be a bad one. I remember when I first tried to go blonde, right? So my hair's gone more blonde this year, which is shitty. But when I went and tried to go properly blonde, right? I was bleach blonde for a while, Eric. You've
really
missed this period, right?
I could see it. Yeah.
In between that, I went bright green, which was quite disturbing, really, to be fair.
Disturbing to you or disturbing to everybody around?
Well, I think funny to everyone else, disturbing to me. I think that's what I'd say. But yeah, that was quite a look, definitely.
And whose idea was that? Just so I know.
Totally mine. Yeah,
Not
absolutely.
She said, "All right, I'm going to do bright green today."
I'll have to try sometime though. Just as a shock, I think.
No, but it's like I see, walking around Lisbon and stuff, you see a lot of things, right? And I'm seeing more and more like older women. They think that the neon pink hair is a good idea.
And leggings
and where did we come up with that?
Okay, well, our one of my favorite lessons in life is, and really, if you're listening out there, I really take this to heart. Beware of wigs. So that's,
I love it. I love it.
That's all I would say. So are you sure? You sure it's not like a temp thing, or that they really?
The ones that I can think of, like vividly, there's no question that they did what they did. You know what I mean? And a lot of times it's like
it's done poorly, is what you're saying.
Eric, do you think the drapes?
They what you're saying is well, yeah. I mean, it's not summer. It's not summer, so it's tougher to tell. But yeah,
there you go.
but yeah, what you're saying is that like no one would sell you that hair. That's what you're saying.
No.
Yeah.
and it's
It's
just
it's definitely something you
not a great idea.
Yeah.
Eric, because in England, the traditional thing for old ladies was to go purple. So they get like purple rinses at like,
Yeah.
I don't know, 60.
Yeah.
So do you think
Yeah,
pink has
yeah,
taken over as the new
we had
purple?
that.
Is that what it is?
Pink's the new purple. You know, like and this is a United States thing, but Kmart was a bit, not a big box store, but it was along those lines.
Yeah,
And
it
it
was
used to be like-
one of the bigger, huge discount things that wasn't
Right.
what became the monstrosity it is today.
And you used to call it, they had a blue light special, right?
Yeah.
And I think it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon or 5 o'clock. And you'd see all the,
Or when you least expected. So you make
Right.
sure you spent the day.
but
there.
you'd see all like the blue hairs roll in there. You know what I mean? Because they all came from the beauty parlor, and they thought they looked good, and you know their hair they think is gray, but it looks blue. So anyway,
Yeah.
but now I guess pink is the new blue, and
They are.
Sure.
See, this is how fashions have changed. That's the one. So there you go.
The problem is this that generation is not growing old disgracefully. They won't grow. They won't grow old gracefully.
No.
They're growing old disgracefully. So
Yes.
So yeah.
that's well said.
Yeah. And just the fact you say that, like, it's constantly, oh, no,
You're growing old disgracefully. I like that term. Kent's got the lines of the night so far. I forget the first one that he did, you know,
well,
with something you said, Pete. I thought that was the line of the night. Now he's got another line of the night.
no,
You're growing old disgracefully.
Yeah, that's well, because I mean, and also just the fact they keep raising the bar, like 'cause you can tell if you follow the t-shirt industry, you can see like you know, like the fact that like I'm a mother, therefore I deserve wine, kind of thing like that. Versus like, and then eventually it became like you know, 50s the new 40s. They're like they just constantly like because they're so egocentric that they constantly like yeah, just let it go to rest and
There you
yeah.
go. So Simon now says he has a toupee. So there you go.
Yeah.
Very good, Simon.
Well, he probably has the look of a toupee without the maintenance.
That's
of it.
right.
But
Yeah,
I don't know.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's quite good.
Yeah,
Definitely.
toupee seems like more work than just do shoe polish.
Toupees
Yeah.
in wind, though, are just brilliant. They're not as good as comb overs in wind, but they're really good. They're kind of just when you've got a flap kind of flapping about, I think it's just awesome.
There
And
you
I
go.
love a bad comb over is definitely one of my favorite things ever. So anyway, Chris got we got internet.
I don't
now,
know.
so
We have the new world, and we tried this last week, so let's try it again. New world, how are you doing tonight?
What's wrong with your audio tonight?
Hello. He's had a whole week to work it out. He hasn't worked it out.
he's definitely in London because the internet's always shit. Honestly, it's just fucking diabolically bad. So yeah, I am sure he is. Absolutely.
But Pete, to your point, truth be told, Portugal has very good internet. I would say even better than what I was accustomed to where I came from. So
Yeah, well,
Portugal's top
like,
shelf.
Eric, I know you're aware of New York, like you were in Long Island, but yeah, like I always said, like all a politician needs to do is try to take on the monopolistic aspect of like all the cable / internet providers because
Can you hear me?
there's what the you know, Eric, but we gave you your chance, Chris. So just like
No, you can hear me now. Stop that nonsense.
Oh,
yeah,
there he is. There he is.
You finally
motherfucker, like,
Fantastic.
you are coughing in my face while I'm telling you a story because and also turn off the audio. You're getting feedback. I can hear myself.
Is that any better?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All you have to do is turn on your audio. All right, go ahead, Chris. Welcome, Chris. Take
Hello,
over.
guys. How
by the
are
way,
you?
I can still hear myself.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
I
hear-
can hear myself too. Come on.
What
Chris,
about
do-
now? Is that any better?
I
Hello,
think
everybody.
that's finally solved it. You finally turned off whatever was in the background there. But are you in London then, Chris?
Fuck, am I in London? Yes, I am. It's fucking shitty raining everywhere.
Well,
Literally,
welcome to our
and I'm
world.
looking on my camera, on my security cameras in Portugal, and it's flipping blue skies in the Algarve. The guys are painting my house.
Oh, it's lovely. Yeah. But Chris, the weather front has moved north, so all of it's hitting you now. All that shitty fucking storm front has moved.
Oh my god! I was so happy to see the storm, like both Justice, as well as the storm, just like make its way up north. Everything's right in the world. Like
there it is. There it is.
Don't you worry. Pretty soon we'll be back in the land of the blue and the yellow. Do you know, it's really funny because on I think it was on Sunday we were in Portugal, and I said to Rima, my God, that's something I haven't seen in a long time. She said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "It's the sun."
Yeah, it makes such a difference. It really does. It's just so much nicer having a bit of sun.
And we have a comment coming in, Benoit Chance, and just looking at the picture, I think that may be our old friend Carlos.
It sure is, yeah, definitely.
But I'm not sure because my screen is a little small. So, Benoit Carlos.
Oh yeah,
and
it's
Chris,
Carlos.
Chris,
I have it on the screen. Yeah, it is Carlos in North Dakota.
Chris,
I wonder what Carlos. I'll put it in the chat, but I wonder where you saw the sun last.
Yep. Mother Trucker, that's you, Chris, according to Simon.
For sure.
There you go. Sounds all good. And yes, I guessed it right. So I'll throw the banner up there for those that might be brave enough to join. Carlos, you're more than welcome to join. If you don't, I get it too. But so, Chris, we haven't been able to catch up with you for the last several weeks because of your technical ineptitude. So that's the kindest way I can put it. So,
you wouldn't believe that I'm a Microsoft certified systems engineer, which
I was going to say, for a guy that's worked in the technical industry, it's really disappointing.
So, Chris, does that mean that you have to kind of spike Rima with drugs to try to cover up your venereal diseases? Is that how being a Microsoft engineer works? Do you have to be certified to do it? Or not?
Not at all. I think I moved on from there. I think that I have an aptitude for passing technical exams. So literally, I just read and sit the exams and just move on. And they say, "So, have you ever fixed a computer?" Yes, I have, but I can't remember the last time I did it. I mean, when was the last time flipping Bill Gates wrote a bit of code? Unless it was something.
Chris, is the exam? Can you tell someone to turn it off and on again? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I love that. When they
turn it off, turn it back on.
Yeah, but for how long? For 1 minute. For 1 minute. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Clear the cache, clear the memory, and if that doesn't work, bang it with a hammer. There you go.
As long as you got the hammer involved, you're okay. Yep.
So Chris, does that mean that windows unexpectedly close around your house or something?
Exactly, proper windows. Literally, the wind's blown. The window. They call it the blue screen of death. When you'll be somewhere, and all of a sudden,
that they do. So, so is everything good in your world? As you know,
I think the word is everything good, or the sentence is everything good.
I knew I was getting into problematic territory there, but
yeah. I mean, if we just stick to the old stables, it's like Eric, you wouldn't have heard this show. I don't think you would have either, Ken. It's called "It's Time to Play Mornington Crescent." You might have heard.
I love Mornington Crescent. It's one of my favourite games, so it's fab.
No, I don't know that one.
No, Mornington Crescent is a fantastic radio show that you have to listen to at some point, Eric and Ken. It's Ken, you might know it. You're the sort of person that listens to Radio 4, I'm sure. So Have
No,
you?
I listen to Radio 4. Is it been on the last, like, I don't know, 15 years or so?
It's
Or
been
no?
on for about the last 30 years, I
50
think.
years. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah,
so
it's one of those. Yeah, no, I do listen to Radio 4. I've been listening to it in the last. I've been listening
I
lately.
listen to Radio 4 every
but,
day.
but I'm a regular. I used to listen to it every day, but yeah.
Okay.
So basically, my life has been consistent of being dropped to the station in the morning to get a train, which is not there. It's the ghost train because they're doing engineering works for 2 weeks. So you then get the Elizabeth line to work. Okay, that's fine. But then when you get the Elizabeth line home, you get on the train at Blackfriars to go north so you can go south. And then all of a sudden, it's half term. So some little scroats are playing on the track, so the train can't move. So this is the driver now saying, we suggest you get off the train and get on a different train and go a different way home. So this train's not moving anywhere. So you get off the train.
Let me be clear, Chris, because like the clarity is the thing that I'm astonished by, because in New York, they might make that announcement, but you have no fucking idea what they said. The announcement's actually on the tube, actually clear enough for you to understand that, like, perhaps.
Oh,
You might
100%.
no, because in New York,
And you're like, what happened?
No.
they're like,
And there's
and
no
In the
pop
UK.
out, pop
in
out,
England.
try to find like anyone on the train, like, what the fuck are you saying?
Definitely not. In London, everybody that makes announcements, including the true drivers, are frustrated DJs. Literally.
Oh, yeah. Chicago's a different situation. Like, the speakers might be out, but like, welcome to the D train. Like, it's
Yeah,
a
right.
it's a whole production. Yeah. So, but now it's all electronics. Everything is but yeah. But in New York, it's just like wow. Yeah. Like
And you don't know if
the only thing you hear is like police activity or like
right. You don't know if there's a
like,
mass
yeah.
shooter on the train or if we're just
and
delayed
it's like it is not helpful. You just know you're not moving, and then announcement, and then everyone just like walks kind of halfway in between the car.
Eric, surely you've got an idea if there's a mass shooting, because isn't it when the schools are shut that they've got time to get onto the trains as well? Surely
Yeah,
it must just
there
be
is
on,
that.
only on holidays that you get the mass shootings there. Otherwise, they're busy at school, I'm sure. But
Yeah,
go on, Chris.
as if there's only one time and place and doesn't happen multiple times and places.
That's very true.
Like, it just matter what makes the news.
Yeah.
Very true. Go on, Chris. What's what's the problem with the trains?
Give us some good news, Chris. Come on, don't bog us down with all this crap.
So I'm fucking about trying to get to Farringdon so I can get the Elizabeth line. So I finally get to Farringdon. I get down to the place on the platform where I can get on the train. So the minute I get off the train, I'm right by the steps at my station. So it's 1 minute till the train comes. There you go. 1 minute till your train comes. There's 4 trains after my train. All of a sudden, that 1 minute turns into 2 minutes. Then it turns into 3 minutes. Then it turns into delayed. Then the other 3 trains are delayed. Then they fucking wait 10 minutes before they make the announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody on platform A, unfortunately, someone's been taken ill on a train at Tottenham Court Road. So at the moment, no trains are running. And you're thinking, for fuck's sake, I just want to fucking get home. I've been at work for 9 hours. I just want to go home. Then get all these wankers trying to push in front of you when the train finally comes in. So I looked at this guy and he looked at me, and the look I gave him, because I had my snood just beneath my, you see me when I've got my snood on, I look like something from flipping, I don't know, what's that second Star Wars movie?
Sorry, Chris.
Chris, tell me you laid the MF on him. Like,
I didn't even have to.
Give him the mother trucker move.
Yeah, there we go. There's Satan in the chat.
There you go.
I've only dropped the motherfucker this year once when someone was getting off the train as I was about to get on, and they spat. And I said, motherfucker, you dirty motherfucking bastard. And he looked at me, I said, what motherfucker? And he just...
And Chris is this big, and that guy was like this big. So
It wasn't a Will Smith moment, that's for sure.
okay.
So hopefully we're that much closer to getting our air conditioning because we ordered it, we paid the deposit, which is 75% of the value of the aircon, and they said it's going to take 3 weeks to come. That 3 weeks was up on the 17th. So I waited. I thought I'm not going to call on the 18th. I'll wait till the 19th. So I called on the 19th, and they said, "Yes, Mr. Chris. Yes, it has come, but we will not be doing the install until March." And I thought to myself, right, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, you
I
didn't
said
ask
March
which year.
2027.
Yeah, tell me about it, literally. But honestly, because the thing is, they don't want to do that because in Portugal, the maximum jail time is 25 years. So literally, at least you know what you're in for. But hopefully we get the aircon soon, and the house is coming along really nicely now in terms of all the decoration and the maintenance and the painting. So hopefully, when we come out this week, we're going to stay in a hotel for 2 days because staying in dust, it's not fun. It really pisses you off. It really if you want to lower the mood, stay on the building site. It is not great. So we stayed in a hotel when we was out there last weekend for one night. It was Valentine's night, and Mimi said we're not even going to go past the house. We're going to go straight to the hotel, and we'll go to the house the next day. In hindsight, we should have gone to the house first, and we said, "Fuck it," we would have stayed in the hotel for 2 nights.
But Chris, the thing is, the hotels are cheap now anyway because there's nowhere's open in the Algarve, isn't it? You can basically see the stuff rolling down the street as you go past. So.
I mean, Lee's listening. I don't know if he's listening, but he's laying down with Eve now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, but that's why his father booked a hell of a vacation. Got a great deal to come visit us. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
We was on the plane.
That off season
We
means
was on the plane when we was landing. We saw like all these people with their golf clubs and things like that. And we thought, where the fuck are you going to play golf? There's not a single place in the Algarve that you can hit a golf ball without literally taking up half a reservoir with you, or causing a tsunami when a golf ball lands. Literally.
Oh, it's mental, definitely.
Yeah.
You crazy Brits and your golf clubs. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they like Eric, they're just trying to have a Caddyshack moment.
Yeah. I don't think the heavy stuff's going to come down for quite a while.
For a while, yeah. Like a bishop, like there is no God.
Do you know what? I've never hit a golf ball in my life. Honestly, I've stayed on a golf course for 17 years and never hit a golf ball. My eye-hand ball coordination is completely shit. When I was at the driving range, the guy turned down and said, "We've got tractors for that," because I was digging the ditch as opposed to hitting the ball.
You're not the right shape for to be a golfer, though. I hate to say it, Chris, but you need to be like just a little bit more lanky. To be fair,
Chris, I've heard you on this show saying you're willing to dig a ditch and stuff like that. So like you're just proving the point to give you a spade or a shovel and you go to work. So yeah. Just keep you need like a chipping wedge to do more damage.
Spade and wedge is a 9-iron. So yeah.
Well, you're lucky. Chris, I tried teaching my son how to play golf, and he whacked me with a wood right in the ankle. Oh, I've never been in so much pain. Honestly, It was fucking agony. So yeah,
is that when your hair turned green?
I'll tell you what, I would have done.
Something turned green, but I'm not sure if it was his hair.
Yeah. Fuck me. Oh. No.
So literally, so we've been booking. I've just been booking trips whilst they're cheap enough, because at the moment no one's been. But even over Easter, the cost of the airfare is high, but you realise that no one's booking when you book a flight, and then you go to book your seats, and the whole plane is available. So you know that literally no one's booking shit at the moment. You know, it's not great out there.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that with where they're flogging stuff, and the flights I got in April were dirt cheap as well. You're right. No one is booking anything. I think there's got to be a big downturn in terms of flights going anywhere at the moment. Uncertainty is what I put it down to, but also everyone's skin at the minute. So yeah, a bit of both.
Yeah.
Where are you going in April? I'm just curious.
Cape
I might go on a trip in April. What?
Yeah, Cape Verde. I got flights to Cape Verde for 49 quid.
Oh yeah. I remember you discussing.
Really?
You might want to change that. Honestly, I'm not kidding you. There's about 4 or 5 people that have flown to Cape Verde, and they've come back to the UK, and they caught some stomach bug in Cape Verde, and they died in the UK.
Yeah,
but I'll surprise you, Chris. I'm not going to an all-inclusive resort where they just ship muck in. So that's the main difference, I think, between them and me. So,
but plus it's a good diet. Yeah. So
it's been all from Sal and from the all-inclusive resorts there, because they just basically ship in the cheapest food they can possibly find, and it's not just been people being ill. They've had quite a few deaths, I think, as well. So they had them over Christmas. So it's been quite tricky. So. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we might not be able to go because of Di's heart anyway, so I'll have to kind of see how she gets along. So, and if not, I don't give a fuck because it's fucking no money at all. So,
have you been there before, Pete?
No, not at all. That's why I wanted to go, because EasyJet have opened up a new line from Lisbon. So for you two guys, it's really cheap to get out there at the moment. And if you go, I'm sure, and Lee was going to sort me out with accommodation for me.
Right. Yeah, I would say Lee's relatives would be the
exactly. Well, that's what I was going to say to you two. You've both been to enough of Lee's events to know.
Lee's going to hook you up with the all-inclusive that all those people died, so you just better be careful with his referrals. Just saying.
So it's kind of that's a good option for you guys, I think, just as a cheap place to get away when the weather's bad here. So and April usually is shit. April's still really wet usually. I don't know if those systems are going to affect it much this year, but I kind of anticipate it being bad. March and April and February, I usually try and stay away from Portugal for a while just to get a bit of sun. So I don't know. Just
like December and January, right?
Yeah. January's quite nice usually, though. January and February are usually really good months in Portugal.
Yeah,
so
it's
an odd one.
My phone gives me memories. I'm like, what the hell? A year ago, was I like in sunshine? Like that's not me. Yeah,
it's easy to forget, but it's usually really good weather. Even all the way up to Christmas is usually lovely. And
then the rains come, because then that becomes rainbow and mold season. Yeah,
exactly.
So, but that's around in flip flops and shorts.
So we got a bit of catching up for the 300 days of sunshine. That's all I'm saying. But
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But Di, why are you hiding in the background there, Di? I can see you, Di. There you go. Look at and check out your hair, Di. That's looking very lovely and silky there. Is that Timothy?
No.
No, it's gravelly. That's what it is. Obviously, the big hair kind of makes it have a glossy coat. So I'm just waiting for the teeth to grow.
People say that is our olive oil. Like that's our secret. Like one little drop. And then they put a link in the thing. So so people can.
See, you guys are laughing because if you don't go to Cape Verde, you've got a lovely place that you can just swim in your pool, just chill out, take it easy.
Like you do realize it's weather dependent. Pete's not getting that thing where what it's like, like cold rain and stuff like that. That's
the salt water stuff doesn't work until it's above 15 degrees. So, but we've got that next week. It's 18 next week, which would be nice. Not I'm going to fucking get in the pool at 18, but yeah.
But once you put the sauna in and the jacuzzi and all that,
yeah. And like it's getting more like obviously the pool will be too cold, but like yeah, I'm just waiting for you want to talk about me looking out on my balcony at the stars. Like I'm looking forward to looking out now that my new place overlooks the pool. Like
he's waiting for the warm weather to come in. And
yeah,
that's what Kent's waiting.
Because I was on the my apartment I rented was on the other side of the building, which didn't face the pool, but now I actually have the pool view.
So Kent's not even going to have to go out down there to get the prime views. So
Kent, can you attach the slide from the balcony? Do you reckon you could do a? That sounds really cool. I'd be so tempted. If I had a pool view, I'm sure.
When I do my housewarming gift, we'll make sure we would like Chris. I do believe you have an airline hookup. Maybe get one of those like airplane like inflatable emergency slides. We can just where it instantly inflates that we can just like go. I'm on. Yeah, I'm on the second floor, which is like the third floor. And the rest.
Do you know how much it costs to repack one of those?
Go on then, Chris.
No,
it's
one and
80
done.
grand to repack one of those.
No, we don't need to repack it. Just bring it. Just bring it over. It'll be okay.
Don't worry about it. I'm in. I'm unemployed. Like I might as well.
No, what you do is you blow it, you blow the slide, and then you do like a.
We'll pass the hat after we do it, and everyone look like, oh, by the way, after you take it, it's like, oh, by the way, that'll be 10 grand.
Yeah, blow the slide, then you do a lovely brochure of like when you're gonna sell it on Sotheby's or someone else, literally. Or do you know what? Fuck that shit. Just start up your own auction house called Kent's. There you go. Just it's Kent's, and all of a sudden, everybody we'll all be selling that shit on there. I've got a book I can sell on there.
If you do, Chris, I'll talk because I'm about to start my own company, but it's gonna make no money. So like I have to look at some hot side hustles because like my company is basically just me just like fucking around doing what I want to do, but I need to think about actually exploiting my art expertise. That's because as you know, ripping off
guys,
like ripping off the billionaires is that's where the money's at. So
it was a quick one tonight. I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. I'll be on next week hopefully. I'm gonna go and spend some time
hopefully have your
with my lovely wife.
Have a lovely weekend, mate. Definitely enjoy yourself. Take care.
You too, guys. Take care, Diane. Take care. Take care, gorgeous Eric. Take care, Kent. Pete, look after yourself. Don't go. Listen, do not go to Cape Verde. Okay, honest. Don't do it. Just stay in Portugal.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. Chris, enjoy time with your wife, but there's a lot of
earthquakes.
But we learn there's a lot of earthquakes in England, so be careful.
There you go.
There are loads.
Was it earthquakes in England? Yeah, well, that was me saying motherfucker. Literally.
All right, you go.
That was cut off.
He got swallowed up.
So Fiona says hello to Di. So that was very nice, and we hope Fiona's doing well. I'm trying to catch up on some of the comments.
Do you want to read the comments real slow and talk to Pete? I want to take a little.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a
Simon
cigarette
says, I'm hoping as soon as the nice weather returns and babies, we're coming for a house scout. All right, so Simon's going to come across the water and have a look here. We can hook you up whenever that is. And he's still buying the dips, adding quite a bit this year. Not so much coins, more antique hallmark silver flatware. Yes, silver's on the up, so good for you. I don't know what other kind of coins we could be talking about other than Bitcoin, but
sovereigns. I think probably gold. I would imagine would be my
Look who's back. He's back. Okay. So yeah. Ciao, ciao, Chris. Buon fin settimana. Very good. So even Simon's getting his Portuguese going even before he comes to the country, which is spot on. Very good, Simon. Thank you. So Lee, what's happening since we last met?
What, like 30 minutes ago?
Yeah, like
Lee,
yeah,
how's
it was a little more than that, but yeah.
how's Eve, man? Because last time you told me she dressed up in a carnival outfit and then promptly thrown up all over
Oh,
it.
it was so sad.
Oh man, that must have been gutting because I love carnival. So, and especially for the kids, it's just brilliant. It's really good fun.
But on a happy note, we washed the outfit and we sent her in on Monday wearing it when nobody else had costume on and she was princess for the day.
Oh, awesome! Oh, that sounds really cool.
She wore it all day, and no one else, everyone else in the uniform. Well, not uniform, but it's white t-shirt and trousers. Yeah, so she went in dressed as a princess for the day when no one else was.
Oh,
so she was quite herself.
Oh, that's brilliant. Was she all right? What was it? Just like a virusy thing, or?
Yeah, just a bug for a couple of days. My mum had the same thing when she was here, so yeah. Chits and giggles. Chits and giggles, as I like to call it now.
Indeed. Oh, that's cool. So did she go on a parade on Tuesday as well, or not? Or because they usually do stuff on the Saturday and Tuesday, I think is usually what.
No, it was nursery was closed on the Tuesday, but Sandra took Sandra and Clue took her out to Cluj. There was a bit of a thing on in Cluj. They went to. I was working, so I'd have to deal with it. But yeah, it is what it is.
So he said he didn't have to deal with it, right? Somebody else took care of that. Yeah. There you go. Very good.
I've had to deal with her now. She was fucking wild.
Okay.
And Sandra was in bed at sort of 10 o'clock and Eve's still bouncing around, so I just put her to bed. Now I'm knackered. So I'm not going to stay much longer.
Oh, I don't blame you, man. Definitely.
Got an early start.
All right. So
has the week been better? Because it's obviously the end of the week must have been nicer because it was sunny, but has there been
the fucking whole week's been better. And the rain, Wednesday I was at Tim and Paul's for the rain. So I got the grass cut before the rain started. And then just did loads of strimming in the rain, which is actually quite nice. I don't mind strimming in the rain.
Oh, so loads to do. Bloody hell.
Isn't there a song about that?
Machine up though, or not?
Oh, sorry, that's singing in the rain. Sorry.
No, doesn't it?
I was singing in the rain. I had my music on in the afternoon for like 3 hours and just cracked on with it.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Things are looking up. So
I went and got 16 by 8 meters of cover for me in polytunnel today, Lee, and this stuff is awesome, man. It's this yellow it's kind of UV resistant, fucking brilliant stuff. So I've got to put it all on later on, but so I'll get a couple of lads in to do that, and I've got a whole
lazy fucker.
What do you? It's fucking 16 by 8 foot, mate. Honestly, even though my arms are big, I can't really fucking stretch it over the polytunnel.
Start off at one end and then pull it over the top and fill in the other side.
I've got it better than that, Lee. I've got a wooden skirt that goes around the whole thing to tighten it down on. So it's just stretching it out. I was just going to look better and be better if I do it with someone.
It will be better if someone else does it. Yes, it will. It'll last long if someone else does it. Yeah.
Not someone else does it. If I do it with someone else, it's the different shout.
If somebody, I'll say it again. If somebody else does it, Pete, it'll look better. And it'll last longer.
Fucker. No, it should look great by the time I finished it. But it's it's fucking amazing. I love how much they kind of sell. But yeah, and the stuff they sell out here now, the products are so much better than they used to be. It's fucking way better than the crappy green stuff I had on to begin with. And I can claim it all back on Christina, which is awesome. So cheers to her.
I've got some jet washing to do on Sunday morning. And I'm hoping to be finished by sort of 1 o'clock at the latest. And then I'm going to do my veg in my veg bed. So I'm going to put my veg. I'm going to get my plugs this weekend.
Awesome. What are you going to grow?
Oh, just basics: tomatoes, onions, courgettes, because I eat a lot of courgettes. Peas and carrots. Just
Do you
really
do
basic.
peppers where you are, Lee? Because I have fucking great success with peppers. Not last year, but the year before. I'm in that polytunnel. I think I'm going to fucking grow
You
loads.
see, Carl's always done the pepper. He starts them from seed, and
Yeah.
I don't think he'll get time to do it this year. So we'll probably not do peppers. And I don't eat a lot of peppers, so
I eat loads. It's fucking lovely. Oh man, but it is nice. It's lovely having my onions have done brilliantly all just through that rain. So, and the same with leeks, and fucking the beetroot's gone mental as well. So, all of those things have done brilliantly over.
again, don't eat leek, don't eat beetroot. So not interested. But the onions here, I'll start them. I'll probably start them this week. You know,
I can't believe you don't like beetroot. It's lovely, man. Pickled beetroot's
Yeah.
really.
not my thing. Not my.
Oh, I saw a brilliant joke on earlier today, Lee. Like, what did it said? It said there was an argument. An argument between a vegan and a meat eater, and he was saying, when you smell steak, you salivate. Do you think vegans salivate when they mow the lawn? I thought that was great. Definitely.
There you go.
Very weird.
There is definitely a smell to it. On when would it have been Tuesday? On Tuesday, I cut the first grass I'd cut for weeks, and I put the machine back in the van, and I could just smell that cut grass smell. It was really nice.
Yeah.
But did you see the picture? Did you see? Oh, you're not on the WhatsApp chat. I put a picture on the WhatsApp chat of the front of my lawnmower on Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
And it was full of pollen.
Yeah.
Tree pollen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been. Anyone that suffers hay fever must have felt it. But it was actually quite big pollen as well, though. You could see the spores. So maybe it's not affecting people the same, but it was all over the grass Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah.
But I think that's
Yeah,
gonna be a
that's
problem
really
going
weird.
forward.
Yeah.
Because it's been so, damp and all that, and
Yeah.
that
Windy, because we
creates-
usually get a whole season of everything covered in pollen now, don't we? Usually you've got like fucking 2 inches of pollen on everything. And it's really good. I always think it shows
That's not normally the Portuguese pollen, Pete. That's the pollen coming out of the Netherlands.
Yeah, and all over the place, yeah, because all the winds they bring. You get some
It comes all at once for like 3 or 4 days at a blast.
Yeah.
But no, this just all settled on the grass, and my machine looked rusty. It looked like the front of the machine was ready to fall to pieces.
See, that's what I'd be worried about cutting it in this weather. Is I'm really glad the sheep are fucking having a munch, because I don't want to put anything out there to fuck my machines up at the minute. I'd get the tractor stuck in fucking seconds if I went out there with it at the minute. It's just that ground. It might look firm, but as soon as you put any weight on it, it's
There were a couple of spots and a couple of lawns that I just avoided, and I put on the customers' videos. I've not cut this sort of section because, and you could tap your feet on the ground, you could hear the water squishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just,
So-
yeah. I'm surprised you've started cutting this early, to be fair, but
Pete, I've not cut anything for fucking 9 weeks, 9 weeks.
He's
can't-
bored.
It's the fucking. I'm not cutting grass. I'm cutting weeds.
yeah.
I'm cutting and pulling fucking weeds, and I've got mint coming up in lawns. There's no fucking rhyme or reason that it's there.
I like it. Do like that wild mint. It smells lovely when you walk.
Yeah, and it's popping up in the middle of my fucking lawns. I know it's a bitch to get rid of as well.
Fucking.
The more you pull it, the more it fucking comes back.
You might as well keep it, man. Honestly, that's the other thing I always figure is I used to spend ages and loads of money on lawn care, especially on those like weed and feed things, and they just fuck your grass because you don't realize how much of it's kind of part weed. So I'd much rather just fucking. At the moment, it all looks great anyway. Just fucking leave it. You're not going to notice any weeds in there anyway. So
Yep.
I still think they're mad. Mm.
So
yeah.
Simon wants to know how's the bees doing, Lee?
Not very well. We're down to one really strong hive.
Oh,
But spring's coming, so start again.
so
It's how it
how do we recover from this?
fucking more bees in the spring, Eric. It's
Okay.
normal. It was my first year. It was the first year. The last 3 or 4 hives we started were all too late. we knew it at the time, and there was a risk that we might get away with it, and we probably won't. And then with the weather and the Asian Hornets, we just didn't get away with it. So
Yeah,
They're
no.
fuckers, those
Yeah.
Asian Hornets. They really are, man.
it is what it is. It's a lesson learned, and I've got 9, 10 hives now in the garage ready to go, clean, ready, all framed up.
Okay,
So as soon as they start to swarm, we'll start collecting them.
cool.
Joaquin's still keen, so Tim and Paul are still keen. I've got
How's
a new gay couple. I've got a new gay couple over near Palmella that they want 2 hives. So
Perfect.
Yeah.
How's
Yeah.
their orchard come lately? Is it drained at all or not? Or
oh no, it was only a lake for like a day and a half.
oh, wicked! Oh, that's
Yeah,
wicked.
yeah. So I was a bit concerned. Tim sent me the video of the pond, or the lake, the reservoir that develops in the fucking garden.
Yeah.
And I spoke to a guy from one of a competitor, not a really competitor, but a guy that does similar work, but he does a lot of fruit trees. And he said, if it's not clear in a week, you need to start pumping it out because it'll suffocate the roots.
Yeah. Well, I can definitely see that. Yeah.
So I messaged Tim like the day after, and he said, "Oh, it's already receding." And then he sent me a video that afternoon. It was all gone.
Awesome.
So,
That's really
yeah.
good. Oh man, that's fantastic news. Yeah.
Good.
But it's a natural spring in the neighbour's garden. We know there's a problem next door. It's not a problem. Normally, it's not a problem. There's a natural spring next door that occasionally bubbles up, and it leaks into theirs, but it normally stays away from the trees at the back end. But obviously, with all the rain that they had over those 3 or 4 days, it just went mental, and it became a full duck pond. But that's why the orchard is sank down away from the pool area. So it's at least 2 meters between the pool surface and the orchard. Not that it'll ever get that deep. It won't ever get that deep. It'll leak into the neighbours. It'll go down the hill. But whoever put the original orchard in must have known that it happens. So
Fair enough. It's good
Yeah.
planning.
Okay. So we're nearing an hour 30. So we've definitely punched our cards for tonight. And I'd be more than willing and happy to do a once around and go to the after for whoever might want to join after that. And I'll put the
I'm
link there.
smoking this and going to bed.
Okay, that's fine. So do you have anything to impart upon us before we carry on?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh God, no. I'm not really awake, to be honest.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, one of them days.
Thanks
She's
for
just made
joining.
me lie down. She's made me lie down for 40 minutes now, and I could have fucking stayed in bed with her. Yeah, I was considering just staying in fucking bed with her on a little mini bed, but
There you go. Thanks for
you
joining.
promised
We
us
appreciate
that,
it.
man. That's it.
Ken,
That was
Ken,
it.
any words from you before we carry on? Ken,
is he muted?
I don't hear you.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
now? I
Right.
was you know what? Now I didn't why Lee wasn't chiming in. I wanted to know if the spring is in the abandoned property next to them. But I would say, but Lee, thank you for your service. Thank you for rallying. While I went on a smoke and weed break, and so it's good to
There
have
you go.
everyone. Good to see everyone. Good to see everyone's in good spirits, and everyone's doing well.
Is anyone else Garbo this week?
Yeah,
No,
I was
and
when I
was
was at my cigarette downstairs, I was thinking about it. Like,
I was going to typical
Well,
ask
there-
the Garbo because
Yeah, I've got a bit of one left.
he would join us, and hopefully all is good in his world. But I know day to day, things are still a little bit sideways up where he's at. So we're thinking of him.
yeah, and who knows what's going on with his neighbors and stuff like that.
I think he's still got to get that insurance claim done first before we can really go and help him in the Eagle's Nest. And I don't, Alvizra, honestly, mate, Lee, when I drove up there the other day and around Pinella, it's a fucking right 2 and 8, man. It's not as bad as Luria or probably the centre of Stubble, but it's pretty fucking bad. And it hasn't been helped by the fact that a load of trees got flattened by the winds, and then the rains made them have loads and loads of landslides. It's just eroded fucking everything. So I wouldn't be surprised. It can't be easy for Gary at the moment. Around there, it's all fucked. You know, I mean, think about electricity back. What was it like Friday? You know,
think of the firewood prices next year, Pete. That's all you got to do. Think of how cheap firewood's going to be next year. There's always a silver lining.
I don't use any, mate. Honestly, I really don't use much. I've got fucking loads of firewood, absolutely tons, and I've got a whole load cured from last year as well. I just don't fucking use it. So I'll be burning a load of stuff as soon as I can. As soon as it's dry enough to prune without fucking creating like the world's biggest fog, I'll give it a go. But at the moment, burning anything at the minute, it's all just too fucking wet, man. I'll wait until it dries out a bit and then do a big burn. But you're going to be getting into that season soon, Lee, aren't you? Must have loads of pruning and burning to do. So
yeah, I've got at the moment there's 15, 16 trees coming down in the next 3 months. So that's going to be a lot of work, a lot of firewood.
I've got to chop up fucking 3 20-foot trees. Oh, fuck that. But there you go.
Oh, no. These aren't 20 footers. These are all massive pine trees coming down.
Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, some of them, I've got David Tree Guy in for majority of it. And they're sort of, I don't know, I can't put a fucking tick on them. They're massive.
When Dave the Tree Guy...
They're not wide. They're not wide. They're going to be perfect firewood.
Yeah. But honestly, when Dave the Tree Guy comes in, let's do that Train Spotting 2 remake, the new property that you looked at. Like let's do Plane Spotting, and we'll
there you go.
Pete, I was at a job this week, and a guy just pulled up random Indian American, not feathers, but dot Indian.
Thanks for that.
We're just clarifying what
not
Indian
the
American.
tyranny eye. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
He pulled up and said, "Can you look at my property? I'm looking for a gardener." He's been in Portugal a week.
Wow.
And he's bought an old, what looks like an industrial property, but it's got loads of potential to be a house. And it's a flight training school, an old flight training school.
Wicked, bloody hell, that sounds really fun.
Yeah, and his back patio is huge, and it looks right over onto the runway and like the warming up area for the private airport here in Cascais.
Bloody hell, that sounds
And
fun.
in his basement, he's got a cockpit. He's actually got half a plane in his fucking basement. And he showed me around. I went, "That's amazing. You can have it if you want." I said, "I would, but I've got nowhere to put it."
I honestly, I do know where we can upload that, but I don't mean like if that was in New York, by the way, the FBI would be all over that thing as a possible terrorist as a possible terrorist training camp. But no, I know people who definitely want a flight simulator in their
There you go.
Too expensive property in Cascais. So
Yeah, no, it's a proper half a cockpit. It's got all the computers in there still. It's still got all the like metal filing cabinets with all the paperwork in it for the cockpit and all the instructions and everything.
I'm just saying I can upload that. We don't have to do a private auction. We can just do a direct sale. So yeah.
So have you agreed to do the gardening stuff there then, or not?
No, I'm going to send him. I'm going to speak to Cal tomorrow and send him a massive quote because it's a lot of work. Yeah.
So be over generous is what I'd say. Definitely sounds fun though. What a fucking cool place to go.
By the way, on your quotes now, do they include like part of your price is like how many hives you're allowed to put?
Yeah, there you go.
Do that with all new clients. Like must include hive.
At least one.
2 bee boxes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not doing that.
Oh,
But no, I think if the bees get busy this year, my overflow is Sally and Glenn's down in Alcabedes, in Clarish, the vineyard down there. They've been active for a while, so yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I've got loads of places to put bees when it comes to it. Right,
There you go.
ladies, I'm going to bed.
Well, I think we're all saying enough. So, all right.
Now I'll see you. If not through the week, I'll see you through the winter.
So go fuck yourself.
have a lovely
Don't fuck
weekend,
it.
mate. Enjoy yourself, definitely. Enjoy the weather.
Up your
Absolutely.
bum. Up your bum. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. So anyway, Pete, any last words before we kick off?
No, have a lovely weekend, everyone. At least it's nice that we're not talking about fucking major disasters this week. Apart from obviously the royal family, who are always a fucking major disaster anyway, so it doesn't really make that much difference. So at least it's nothing too badly affecting us. So I'm quite pleased about that. And I hate to say it, but it is nice to see that smug bastard being inside for 11 hours, and the day is still lovely to behold. So I don't know. I'll leave everyone with that thought, which I'm sure they're going to see
Yeah.
a million times. So
Yep.
Yeah,
Being- being
but
treated
also on his birthday. That was
Yeah.
nice.
exactly. Yeah.
That was a special touch right there. So good on him.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, we're gonna close the show now. Thanks to all you guys that joined. Always greatly appreciated for sure. I'll throw the link up there one more time because I sense a couple of people might join in the after game. But anyway, same bat time, same bat channel next week, as they say, if all else works as we expect it to. But yeah, brighter days are ahead. As
All
they
right,
say.
Eric, I'm no longer a host, but how was your week? Final thoughts from you? Anything?
Yeah.
You can be a host. Don't worry about that.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like Lee's not here. It's like, and
Yeah.
then, so you start, and I say nobody cares. Yeah. So,
Yeah. Now my week was pretty good, and as you guys probably appreciate as well. Once the sun comes out here, it's just a whole different life, and
Yeah, it
it's
is.
like I wake up, I look out the window, and it's like, holy shit, there's the sun. And it's like it's amazing.
But I'm still fearful that it's gonna get me. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, right. Yeah, but we didn't have too much of that this weekend. Last
No,
week,
we didn't. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was like as soon as you see the sunshine, you go out, and then you're 2 minutes out of the house, and you're drenched. But no, this week that didn't happen. So we're making progress.
And today was particularly lovely, wasn't it? It was just sunny all day. I love
Yeah,
days.
it was
It's just lovely.
blue sky. The sun was out. It's just like, what can be bad? So, but yeah, I did have one thing today. I went to the citizen shop, as they call it. So like the be all to end all for all agencies. You can one-stop shop, this, that. Okay. So I'm trying to get my NIS because my renewal is going to be coming up in a few months, and you need a NIS now. And for those tuning in, don't know what NIS is, it's like a social security number. So anyway, so I did it online, but when it got to the biometrics,
And you should say it's different than a NIF. A NIF and then NIS.
yeah, right. A NIF and a NIS is two different things.
It's
So-
NIF Social Security, NIF Financial. So
And,
Yeah.
And there's also like a health one too. I forget what that one's called.
but often to get a
Yes.
NIF,
Or
to
the
get a NIF, you need to
Work.
register your business at Financas.
Yes.
And to get to be able to get the social security number. So the problem is they're all kind of interreliant on each other, but it's easier to get a NIF than it is to get a NIS.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I went through the process of getting a NIS online until I got to the point where you had to verify your biometrics, and it was okay. Put your residency card up in this little box on the screen. So I did that, and then go ahead and you need to do like a selfie thing in this circle thing on your screen, and then all of a sudden it was nope, that failed. Okay. So we go up to the citizen shop today early, and we're standing in a queue that was, I don't know,
Yep.
several hundred people long. Fine. So we get into the place, and you have to get a ticket. So we get up.
Always. By the way, if you're coming to Portugal, grab a ticket.
You gotta get
Like don't do anything. It doesn't matter where you are, pharmacy, they just like grab a ticket, even if they won't give you one. Just like make them give you a ticket. Yeah.
So we get up to the spot where the tickets are given out, and they had people kind of working those things to kind of keep things going. So my wife says, "Okay, I'm here to get my NIS, to get all that worked out." So she boom, boom, boom on the machine. We get the ticket. We sit down. We're there for an hour, and we were like, "We got the wrong ticket." So my wife goes back to try and get another ticket, like for Social Security, but we had one for another. They're all out. So finally our number comes up. We walk up to the counter. We explain to the woman that was sitting there what we're trying to do. She's like, "Nope, you're at the wrong counter. You need to go to this counter." We already know. There's no tickets. So we go back home.
They're closed for that's
right. It's just another fucking waste of time.
Yeah.
Eric, you're not like because you're gonna be, but there's one more before you go for the.
I know. I know.
Eric, there is a way of getting around it. So I was really pissed off because I needed a NIS anyway, and I wanted to go along with the Social Security system. And Di was kind of insistent, or it was pointless signing up to it, but. You can get your accountant to do it. So I didn't know this before. I went through the same shit as you. I think I went to the office twice, maybe 3 times, and each time I had like
no less than 3. No less than 3.
It's the rule of 3.
Yeah. But each time I went, I did get to see someone. It wasn't as bad as you. I went same as you. Went early. Probably 4 or 5 people in front of me. Bear in mind, I'm in like a rural office in the middle.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot better. But. Each time there was some fucking finicky, shitty little problem. One time I run out by like 2 days. One of my bits of paperwork, so I had to go and get that changed. Whatever. I could have got my accountant to do it for me. It took nothing. It cost me about 30 euros or something, right? And so do check out whether you can do that, because you might end up saving yourself. For me, I'd much rather spend 30, 40 euros.
Oh, for sure.
And not queue up at all, and you might well be able to do that. So as long as you, just the same as your wife, have got a financial interest registered with Financas, your accountant can get your NIS.
Yeah.
So do ask is what I'd say. It would have saved me.
Like she already has one because she's working. I don't have one because I don't work. But once you have to renew your residency, now you need one.
But then, Eric, what you can do, and this is just a totally pointless thing to say, but it is true, is register for an activity you've got no intention of doing, right? So Di registered herself as a business that she's never going to open and never going to do anything with, but because she's registered, your accountant can do the whole process for you. Yeah. So Pat won't have to get involved. You can basically do the whole lot yourself, and all you've got to do is go to Financas to register something, which is a shitload easier than going to the Social Security office.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to get in there and get it done a lot quicker. And you could probably even register the Financas stuff on the portal, so you wouldn't need to fucking go to any offices at all. Get your accountant to put the application in for you, and I reckon it would just save you a load of time and money. So if that's your experience, because believe me, I've been through the same. And the problem is, you go to those offices, you've got no idea if you're going to get anywhere at all, because not anyone
depends on who you're dealing with, which counter you end up with,
right?
What your lottery ticket gave you, which person,
right?
Yeah,
exactly. My wife got through something because she offered a woman a cookie once, to because
that is exactly how random it is.
She seemed hangry, and my wife was like. Yeah, because she got a ticket because it's for both of our children, something she needed, and they're like, you need a ticket for each child. Like,
yeah, I know.
My expectations.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it like this. Yeah.
My expectations were so low this morning that they actually were completely met by the time I left there.
Well,
So,
Eric,
you began it by saying it was a sunny day, and that's
And
and,
it
that,
was.
and that
I
changed
just-
it changed the story. Yeah.
one of those appointments, I hired someone to come with me as a translator because I wasn't confident enough on what my rural Portuguese would be like. So I wasted €100 on that. If I'd known I could have done it for half the price, just doing it through the accountant, I would have done that straight away. So that is my advice to you: is do that. So register some fucking bullshit business. You're renting out you're renting out a space in your room to a hamster sanctuary or something. whatever you fancy registering, and just then it's very easy to get your social security number after that. That's what I do. That would definitely be my recommendation.
Yep.
So,
But that's, that's what happens here. For those who are listening out there, it's just like you need
the
to.
bonus of that is that they are equally slow chasing you up, right, over anything. So you can expect anything. I remember my car ban for breaking this, doing double the speed limit, didn't come in for 2.5 years after I'd actually committed my offence. So they're equally slow chasing you up, but you've just got to expect it. And if you can circumvent it by someone being able to do it all for you, that's any good, then it's worth doing. But they will tend to be Portuguese, and you just want to see where they're. In our case, you want to see who they're drinking with. It's quite a good idea.
I mean, that's the thing is because I currently have a variety of things that I have multiple people working on because I've reached dead ends. And we just got nowhere, but nobody's come after me. So it's just it's more about like my wife's stress more than me because Lee taught me I can't care. So
there is no point being stressed.
I'll do the time, whatever you want to do. But yeah. So like I got all kinds of shit that's expired, but
Yeah.
But I have multiple people working on it and nothing. So
that does happen. Yeah, you can easily come across that sort of thing as well. You just have to basically find out who knows who is the key to everything, as it is everywhere. I
mean, because I got a dead end with someone who used to advertise on a different show, but then I hired a guy who got all my wife's shit just taken care of, and it was like it had to be done before first of the year. He got it done like on the 28th of December, like everyone's on holiday, everyone's on break, but he was able to get everything shit like fucking done.
That's
and it was
exactly
good,
it.
but it was fucking brilliant. But then since then, it's for my stuff, it's just been
I would also say anyone that appears on a particular show that we all know, and that I'm not going to mention.
No! I'm not saying good or bad, but I will say Philomena good. But
yeah. Poor Philomena, I still feel sorry for her. I still think it's an awful situation.
There's you want to get someone.
You need a guide. You need a guide.
Yeah, unless you need a spiritual guide for your kind of yoga retreat or contemplation of what cardboard coffin you're going to get, then I'm not sure.
Obviously, my coffin got confiscated this week, but or Hearst or whatever. But there is no come to Cascais. There's no shortage of all of that. Like it's amazing how many things are launching here. Go on.
Yeah, I bet there are. Honestly, because Americans try and monetize everything sometimes when they travel somewhere else. So within
it's not just Americans. It's just basically with too much money and no sense of reality. So
there you go.
There you go. Yeah,
that's a good thing to end on, right?
Age gracefully. That's all I would say.
No, but a lot of money, but no sense of reality, right? So that's a good thing to end on. So I'll give you credit for that. So anyway, yeah, hopefully same time, same place next week. Thanks for all that joined, those who contributed, and yeah. So as Gary would say,